Did you know that when it comes to composing music, you can actually train to be more creative? I was teaching composition a couple of years ago to a student, and she was writing some pretty nice stuff. I think we were working on a theme and a variations piece, and a couple of her variations came out really, really nice. I was quite impressed. But when it came to looking at how she was writing her melodies, especially, I was thinking that they were looking quite similar. Not too much variation with the rhythm going on. So, how can we train to make that more creative? Well, we took a short two or three bar section of a melody, I think it was, and I asked her to take the same set of notes over the same chord progression and write 10 to 15 variations on it, just changing the rhythm around. Not trying to get the perfect answer the right go, but just looking at it as a try and error way to experiment with what these different rhythms sound like and what sort of effects they have. So, rather than having, for example, just a descending series of quarter notes, making the first one held for most of the bar and then descending through the last couple of eighth notes at the end, or stretching some of the notes to the start, some notes to the end, or speed them up a little bit, or maybe make them a bit faster and repeating a few in the middle. There's all sorts of little things you can do just by playing around with them. Don't worry about getting it right or get it wrong, just have an experiment and see what happens. And give yourself 10, 20, maybe even 30 variations to have a go. And you're probably going to find one or two of them come out really nice.